Good evening, everyone. I'm Keisha Adderley.
And I'm Charisma Robinson.
Topping the news tonight, the Prime Minister says the government is still counting the cost of Hurricane Matthew's impact.
Painting a real picture of the enormity of damage, the Prime Minister says government has to make some major decisions in order to bring much needed help.
Now, Clint Watson tells us tonight that the Prime Minister's comments came as he addressed the country's accountants.
The government still doesn't know the severity and magnitude of Hurricane Matthew on the Bahamian economy. Prime Minister the Right Honorable Perry Christie, while speaking to a room filled with accountants at the opening of Chartered Accountants Week, says a number of issues have yet to be factored in to determine the exact impact of the storm.
We're still trying to estimate the impact of Hurricane Matthew, because when you look at the concessions that we are having to provide and lost income as a result of it, when you look at the closure of businesses and the fact that as long as they remain closed, economies are hampered, you know we are in a very challenging situation.
It's no secret that the island of Grand Bahama has been severely impacted and its economy taken another major hit. Mr. Christie revealed that combined with the effect of the storm on hotel properties, particularly those owned by the Hutchinson-Whampoa Group, owners of the container port, leaving some of them closed, there's the issue of a major consideration underway to sell the Lucayan Beach, Memories, and Lighthouse hotels.
But the government have to balance itself in the mix to see the extent to which we move in to take over the assets by purchase, like airports. But it's so critical for us to recognize that in our country we need a university whose professors are able to address issues of that kind without being susceptible to politics.
Given the position of the country, the Prime Minister challenged a room of successful career men and women to take full advantage of what he called a wonderful position to protect the country's economy.
To be, like the University of the Bahamas, another voice, intimately involved with the economy, intimately involved with the basis for success of the economy, intimately involved with the growth of the economy, and therefore you should be one of its protectors.
Mr. Christie says his administration is working to stimulate Grand Bahama's economy. They're also working with the container port owners to implement a Phase 5 construction the same time as repairs are taking place.
We are in really very close discussions with the authorities in Grand Bahama that make up the leadership of the economy there, with a view to getting Grand Bahama back as quickly as possible. So that's the point I was making. That Hutchison has been amenable to people who have offered to purchase, and I think they're in the process of determining whether they can get value for the properties they own.
The nation's leader remains optimistic that notwithstanding all the challenges, the Bahamas are still positioned for a positive outlook and can overcome the adverse circumstances. Clint Watson, ZNS Network News.